Merry Christmas, everyone. Moose. Merry Christmas. Hey. Merry Christmas. Hey, buddy. Merry Christmas. Minnie. Merry Christmas. Hey, Minnie. Merry Christmas. You got eye boogers. There you go. So it's actually not Christmas. Today's December 12th, but I'll be releasing this video on Christmas Day. So Merry Christmas, everyone. The reason I'm doing this early is this pile of wood here is going to be Christmas gifts. This is an old picket fence from Beverly's grandparents' house, and yesterday they were all on these boards here, and I took them all apart. So I've got just boards here, old boards of picket fence. This pile is good full boards, and this pile is some that's broken, and I'll do half boards out of them. But I'm going to be building our family members' raised beds. I built one last year for my grandparents, and they've been using it to death this year. So we're trying to build 5. I don't know if I'm going to have enough material to do 5, but I'll build as many as I can. But this is a totally free, cheap way of doing Christmas gifts, and they can use it for hopefully years to come. And it'll provide them with food, and if something ever bad happens and the grocery stores are out of food, they'll have some of their own food right there at their house. So let's carry some of this wood up here to the back deck, and I'll start pulling some nails out and getting all these raised beds built. I have some posts here too. This will be the corners. Hopefully I can get maybe 1 or 2, well, probably 1 raised bed out of a post maybe. It may take 2, but I've got several posts here I can work with, and this is all free material, so you can't get better than that. Now I've got all 8 of these. I've got the nails removed, and I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 2 sandwiched together. This is how tall the bed's going to be. And what I'm going to do is, this will be the long side. On the short sides, I'll just cut these in half, so it's going to be a rectangle. And to find the height of the post, I need to use I'll have a post in each corner, so 4 of them. I'm just going to measure them and see how wide this is. Looks like 16 3/4. So that's how wide I'm going to make my posts. So hopefully, or my corner pieces. Hopefully one post will be just 1 bed, but we'll see. I don't know how they're going to divide up. That's what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to get a post up here and then cut it in however many pieces I need. Then we can get 2 of them screwed to each side of this, and that'll be basically a 1/4 of the raised bed. So here's one of my end posts. I'm going to make it 16 3/4. It is right here. I got my handy dandy Milwaukee saw. Fixing to cut it. There's one end. It should equal out to, yep, the exact height of that. So I'll need 2 more for this. But I should be able to get 2, 3, 4. So one of these posts will do a whole raised bed with a little bit left over. So when I lay out these boards, I've got these picket boards. They have the corners cut on them, and one end is flat like this without the corners cut. So I'll do them opposite. I'll do corner cut and not corner cut behind it. Then on the top I'll do not corner cut then corner cut. So it's kind of symmetrical or whatever you want to call it. So the whole board looks like that, where there's cut, not cut, cut, not cut, and the same way on this side. So it looks just a little more even from the outside. It doesn't matter, but it just looks better to me. So next, I'd like for these to be the outside. So I'm gonna have to, I guess, hold this like that and drill down into it. I'm just gonna drill or put screws in like this. Then I'll do the same way on this side. So I just thought of this when I'm holding this board here. I don't want to do it at the very edge because there's a good 1/2 inch right here that these side boards are going to take up. So I'm going to have to do it, back it up a little bit. I'll measure this though and see exactly what I need to be at. But I should be about right there, or maybe a little in more like that. That'll give enough room for these side boards. And so I'm going to measure that, and then I've got my handy dandy Milwaukee drill driver, which is probably my favorite tool, and some screws here, and that's what I'll be using to screw this down. So these two boards together are exactly 1 inch. That means I need to be, okay, so where the boards crease, like the cut edges, that's exactly a 1 inch cut. So I can put this at the start of that cut. So that'll make it easy. I'm going to hold this here with my hand. I wish I had some clamps. That'd make this a whole lot easier. But I don't, so we're going to do this way. And once again, none of this has to be perfect. So that looks about right there. I'm going to try to do this one-handed. I don't have my safety glasses, so don't get on to me too much. This goes into my eye. It's on there, good enough. Now I have my safety glasses. Now I do know one person that has gotten a screw in their eye from drilling, so it does happen. So here's what I've got after that. Some of these, that board kicked out a little bit, but that's fine. It ain't no big deal. I've got 2 screws, 1 screw, 1 screw, 2 screws. So that should keep these bottom and top ones more secured. Now I don't think these need 2. But this gives me an inch overlap for my sideboards. And I've just got to do that for the other side now. And then I can work on, it may make more sense to do the other side just like this and then stand them up and then do the corners. I think I'll do that instead of doing a corner and then a corner then a sideboard. So I'll probably do these 2 sides first. So one board is 6 feet long, 72 inches. So we need to cut them at 36 inches, 3 feet. Okay. And some of these, like this board's been cracked in half, so I'll use whichever side of that I can use. This board is broken on this end, so I'll cut it in half and use this other end. These are my half boards. I don't have very many of those. Once I run out of these, I'll start using one good board and just cut them in half. But I've got to get the nails out of these and then cut them in half at 36 inches. So now is probably the trickiest part, is getting these sides put on. If I start at the bottom, there's kind of a gap up here when I get to the top. So I think I'm going to start at the top and make it flush and even looking, and then kind of just go on down, down, and down. I'd rather have a gap at the bottom because you're not going to see it because of grass and stuff like that. So I think the top, starting there, is going to look best when doing this. I'll get it even with this other board. See if I can get this going. There we go. Okay. So the hard spot should be done now. Getting that first screw in is the hardest. So I've got this all lined up even with the top. Good thing about this wood, it's kind of wet and soft, and I can shove my screw in and it holds it for me. There we go. Now I've just got to go on down to the bottom and fill in this corner piece. So here's the first completed raised bed I did. It looks pretty tight and pretty strong feeling. As you can see, it's a pretty good sized raised bed. But if you're on this side, I mean, you can easily get to the middle, and then that side you can get to the middle. Corners you could easily reach to probably almost the middle. So I think it's a good size, especially for older people. That's what a lot of these are going to be going to grandparents. So this is going to help them not be on the ground bent over. They can just kind of slightly bend over, or even get on their knees or whatever and do it, which they probably won't do that. They'll probably just bend over, and if their plants are taller, they can be right here and not have to really bend over very far. That's the best thing about the raised beds. So I've got one down and 4 more to go. Hopefully all my wood lasts 4 more. I've got that pile, then there's a few more over there. But it takes 24, I think, total boards. So we got a pretty good sized pile. Just takes a little bit of time getting the nails out and then measuring them and cutting them and stuff like that. So now for number 2. Hopefully I can get at least 2 or 3 more done today. I got 3 of these finished today. 1, 2, then 3. It took me, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 hours maybe, if that. I've got 2 more to do. Right here is enough wood for 2 more. That's 48 boards. It should be exactly enough for 2. Then I've got, of course, the post. I've got several of those. It wasn't too bad. I think everything turned out pretty well. They all lined up pretty good, and they look, for a bunch of scrap boards, they look pretty good, I think. Like they're not all super out of whack or nothing. So up there is enough wood to do all 5 raised beds. Right here is exactly 24 boards, which is the exact amount to do 1 more. So this free fence, we have a total of 6, which was 5 for 5 families worth of food and 5 Christmas gifts, and then us 1. So God provided 5 gifts for us plus 1 for us. So there's always a bountiful supply. And in the words of Paul Gauchi, yay God. I mean, I was afraid that we weren't going to have enough, and we even have enough to spare for 1 of us, or 1 for us, or 1 more to give. Total of 6. So that's just how this kind of things happen. And all this was free. All it did was take me work to take this fence down, and I got all this wood in excess that I'll get to use for whatever I want to do with it. And here's all the posts. So I've got plenty of posts. This is some scrap and a pallet. I think I'm done for today for working on these 3. I've got another day I need to do these other 2. Then whenever I feel like I can do the last one for us, or if I want to give a 6-person one. But I thought that's pretty cool that how I was worried about not having enough, and we actually have enough for one more. Yay God, once again. What do you think about it, Minnie? You don't care about no raised bed, do you? What about you, Moose? What do you think about it? You want a fence. You don't want a raised bed, do you? You want a fence. Hopefully that will happen this year. Or 2022. You good boy. So here's all 5 raised beds. I just got them finished with the help of Beverly. I took a break from the other 3, and this is now the Sunday before Christmas. So it's 6 days till Christmas. And hey kitty. Hey buddy. The kitty's very clingy. All he wants is your attention. Anyways, this is 6 days before Christmas, and I finished the last 2 with the help of Beverly. She really helped holding stuff, and she actually got all the nails out of the boards, then helped hold everything while I screwed stuff together. So it definitely saved some time there and some frustration. But here's all 5 of them. These 3 were already done, and these 2 are the ones I just did today. So I hope all 5 family members enjoy these, and come springtime we'll have to build them for them. Put some compost or probably just wood chips in there. Most of our wood chips are pretty composted, so we'll probably just dump some branches and stuff in here to get rid of some of the mass, like to just so we don't have to use so much compost, and fill the rest up with composted wood chips. Probably do that come late winter, early spring. That way they can be ready to plant as soon as they want to in the spring, in the summer. Hey buddy, you want to be in the video? Okay. Pirate cat? Okay. Hang on. Nope, hang on. Here's all 5 of them, and we've got 1 more left over to build our own, or if we want to gift another one, but we'll probably build us one. We've never had our own raised bed before. I think these turned out pretty great, especially for totally free. What you doing now? I just hope all y'all that get these as gifts enjoy them and put them to use. Hopefully they'll last for several years. It's just free scrap wood, so it ain't nothing special. But thanks for watching me build these, and me and the cat's gonna take this video out. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and find you a fence to tear down and build some raised beds for totally free. That way you can have some food come 2022. See y'all next year. Bye.